Okay, so we are getting ready to do our first lab, and when we do our labs, we will always have a lab report that we turn in with our labs. So over here, we're going to be doing this gummy bear lab, and I pulled up a blank Word document over here to show you, kind of walk you through how we are going to do this lab, or how you're going to do your lab report. So we will start over here and look, and then we'll see the title over here is the gummy bear lab. So, in part of every lab report, let's make this centered, is a title. So we are just going to take that title from our lab that we're going to be doing and put that title over here, Gummy Bear Lab. I also want you guys to include your name, date, and class period with every lab, just so I know. Don't get things mixed up and confused. Okay, we're going to go back to the left-hand side again. Alright, the next part of every lab that you're going to put in is the purpose. Alright, and our purpose, if we read through this lab, we're going to be measuring, we'll read through more of this as we kind of go along here. And it's always a good idea to read your lab first before starting your lab report or your data collection or anything like that. So I recommend reading all the way through, gathering all your tools, and setting everything up just like you would if you're cooking at home with your parents or something. Okay, but I know that our purpose is we're going to be measuring length, width, thickness. We're going to calculate volume with that, mass and density. So our purpose for this lab is to work with and understand how to use scientific measurement. I'll kind of give you guys a little hint here. Purpose. Reason why we are lab. What are we learning about? Okay. The next thing you'll need is a hypothesis. Now, a hypothesis, if you guys remember what we've been talking about, is what do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to be the outcome? What is your guess? When we look back over here, it's right at the top. It says, what will happen to a gummy bear if left in water overnight? So our hypothesis would be, I think that if left in water overnight, a gummy bear will, put in there, shrink, dissolve, increase in size, whatever you think is going to happen. And we'll just give you a hint here. What you in this lab and why. Always include your why. I spelled overnight wrong right there. Sorry. Okay, the next part of the lab is the procedure. The procedure is there we go, procedure. Procedure is usually kind of given in the labs that we'll be doing. You know, it tells you measure the length of the gummy bear from the top of its head to the bottom of its feet. Measure the width at the widest point. So these are all the things that you'll be putting in your procedure. I'm not going to type all that over here, but I'm just going to give you guys a little hint over here. So the procedure is a step-by-step breakdown of what you did. Now remember that one of the things in science is that you want people to be able to repeat the lab that you've done. So you need to put in enough detail that someone can use the procedure to repeat your lab. Okay? Alright, we're going to take a quick break, and then I am going to show you how to do the data collection. Alright? So next will be our data, which I will record in our next session because it's got a little bit more detail to it. Alright, see you guys again in a minute.